Happy Valentine's Day, girls and boys and whoever else is listening.
Lovers.
How do we feel about Valentine's Day? I'm underwhelmed by it.
Do you know what? We've never done it, but this year I'm going to do it.
As a wifey, you have.
As a wifey.
First one.
First one as husband and wife. What date does this go out?
This is going out on the
Monday.
30. It's Valentine's Day.
What day is it? Day 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going out on the 10th. It's Valentine's week.
I'm saying Valentine's Day. It's
Okay.
Valentine's
This
week.
is just a forewarning in case Chris has not picked up my card.
Yeah.
For anybody listening to remind him.
What do you expect? Because it's actually quite funny. I have a friend who was like, oh, God's sake, honestly, see when it comes to birthdays and Valentine's Day and Christmas, he's always just buying loads of stuff. And I've just said, you know what? Stop it. It's too much. I don't want anything. I just want you to give me something really thoughtful, like go and do me like a moon pig card that you have to put all like a collage of pictures together, or do something really, really nice. So he took the instruction and like a good boy went and did exactly what she asked for. And she phoned me and she was like, he got me a personalised like book for the kids, like basically like my mummy is the best, blah, blah, blah. And the names of them all were in the book. And also like a collage card. And she's like, and I just realised I just pure missed the stuff. So I said to him, I went, where's the stuff? And he went, what? You said that it was too much. I was to calm it down. And she went, I actually do pure miss the stuff. I want the stuff now. Yeah. So he got a pair of Yeezys and they came 2 days later.
Absolutely perfect. But also Valentine's
so I've just realised I am just an arsehole. And I actually pure like all the materialistic shit that I don't need by myself.
If she can admit it.
See, for Valentine's Day, I feel like we always make things about the kids when you're a mum. Do you know what I mean? Like the kids giving their mum Valentine's stuff doesn't need to happen. It should just be between a couple, or Galentine's between pals.
Yes.
The Valentine's thing, it shouldn't involve the kids, I don't think.
What would be your ideal Valentine's gift?
I would love a wee spaddy.
Oh, that's a lovely shout.
A nice wee card, right? But also we should still do this. See the one that I went to last year, and it was the place Archerfield, and it's near Edinburgh.
Right.
The spa is like a big, how do I describe it? Like a big shed, but it's not a shed, right? It's like a big lodge, a big huge lodge, right?
It smells woody.
It smells woody. That's exactly what it's like, but it's dead cottagey. So see when you go in, you take your shoes off, they give you like the wee slippers and the dressing gowns, and then you can get like, they bring you over like tea.
Just
and
being
stuff.
served, you're being served.
And then you go in there like big saunas, which all have different scents. So they have like a menthol one, and then they have one that's like lavender and something.
What a beautiful sensory experience.
Amazing. Then they have a huge big like lounge, which looks like a big, I think I sent you a photo because I was like, this looks like Big Brother, because it's a huge big corner couch and it's got colouring in and all that. And then you sit there and there's adult colouring in.
By the way, I think we should get into it.
Yeah, but the adult colouring in is little tight. I don't want little tiny intricate peacocks. I want
no, not that
a
one.
wee girl standing outside like a little house, and I want to colour the house in.
Thick black lines so you can stay within. But you know the ones on TikTok that people are doing. In fact, shout out to Charlotte Taylor, who has been doing this, and you get the adult colouring in pen set, because it's for adults. It's just colouring in pen set. But you get that, and you get it'll be like a wee scene, so it'll be like the front of a cafe or a living room, and it'll have a wee cat, and it's thick lines, Lauren, like you would really like it. I'm not talking about the ones that's really tiny, intricate wee.
Like, totally, and it takes forever. Like, I need
These
that
are gorgeous.
dopamine hit of you've completed that page.
Show you, because so they had adult colouring in. You tell us the rest of the story and I'll get the picture of exactly what I'm talking
also,
about.
do you not think when it says adult colouring, it's an adult colouring in book, it's going to be pure raunchy?
Yeah.
Like you're just colouring in like big bobies or like something rude. It has to be rude if it's an adult. So
that's not any good because you never really get a flesh coloured pen.
You know, you get the peachy pink.
Yeah, oh my God, you'd have a peachy pink pair of tits. I'm going to...
But you have that, and then they've got a lovely big garden, and then you just sit and they have the doors open and you just chill out after having your massage and all that. It's amazing. That's my ideal day. Go and chill out and then go home.
It's called Girl Moment.
Oh, I love that.
Book, so it's thick, just for the audience so you can see it. This is Charlotte L. Taylor. Charles Taylor.
Charles.
Which doesn't work. Charlotte Taylor, she's a lovely girl, really, really sweet girl in real life, actually. And she's doing the colouring in thing, and she does like a wee time lapse, but she also shades each of the
spot dog.
so it's actually gorgeous. And then what she'll do is she'll draw a line of like where the lamp is in the street, so she'll do like that section of where the street lighting comes in.
Yeah, I love that.
Do you know what I mean? Where it'll be lighter, and then the other part of the woods or like on the door would be darker.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's actually fascinating. So I feel like this would be a great birthday gift for you, Lauren. So can we just wait until the 11th of May?
Okay.
Right.
Or maybe I'll do it for Valentine's. Maybe I should. Zoom. I'm going to do that for your Valentine's.
Well, we all do like wee gifts and set like
Yes.
a £10
Yes.
limit where we have to pick something thoughtful.
It's basically Secret Santa, but it's secret lover.
Right, what would be your ideal Valentine's gift?
My ideal Valentine's gift, I would really like beautiful jammies. Something,
jammies are
something. I just want to feel loved and comforted, right?
Okay.
Wee bit rattled at some point, but something comfy for after.
Start off with something.
Start off with something
comfy.
slow. Then call me a wee bitch. No. Kid on. But I think I would also like loads of words of affirmation. I would like a pure like look right into my eyes, into my soul, and be like, I fucking love you the
Compliments.
most I could ever love anyone. You are the light in my life.
Cute.
Is that getting you going, Lauren?
Oh, is it supposed to?
It's meant to make you feel loved. Do you feel
Yeah.
warm and fuzzy?
Aye.
Yeah.
Right, what's yours?
I'd like a nice card
A nice card.
with some nice words in
A
it.
thoughtful
Would you not
one.
like the words to be read directly though? Or would you cringe out?
Oh, you
No,
want a
I like-
recital? You want a reading?
I want, no, not from the card. I want it to come from, I want it rehearsed.
Oh, right,
I
okay.
want to be sat down. I want my face stroked, and I want potentially a wee hair twirl, and loved and adored.
What a cheap date, by the way.
I know,
If I
by
just
the
need to
way.
think of something on
I
the...
really, that would make me so happy. So I would actually love a full day of just like adoration.
It's funny you were saying that, right? Because it's reminded me of the Justin Baldoni podcast clip that's went a wee bit viral, and it's him pure praising his friend,
Yeah.
which was the nicest thing ever. He's basically going, I love you so much. Right? These are two straight guys, right, who would normally not be in touch. You would expect them not to be in touch with their feelings. And he's going, you make me a better person. You make me a better dad. I would love to be like you.
Aw.
And it was actually, I was crying watching it. I was going, that is the sweetest thing ever. And
You lovely boys.
You're
So
lovely
nice.
boys.
But why do we always cringe out of telling people like something good about them?
I know, but I think girls do it more. Guys never. Guys never do
Yeah.
it. I think it's so rare. Murray, can you confirm? Guys don't tend to like compliment each other and say, I really love you, mate. No, they
No.
don't.
I love
So
you, brother.
we should encourage this if any guys are listening to this. Or tell your boyfriend or your husband to go and like tell their pals that they really like them.
I think just in general today, with it being Love Week,
Yeah.
tell someone you love them.
Do you know what?
Audience, listen to this. Go and tell your pal 2 or 3 reasons why you just love them to bits.
Uh-huh.
That would be cute. And then send us the response.
Let's
Yeah.
put this on TikTok and people can tag someone and
Yeah.
say something you love about them.
Say something you love about your pal or your family member,
Yep.
your mum, your auntie, your gran.
Or-
Grans are on TikTok.
Grans are on
Grans are.
TikTok.
So, gran talk.
Grand talk.
Tell your gran why you love them.
Instagram.
Instagram.
But do you not also think, right, that we don't tell people that are further out of our circle enough, right? Because how many times do you see someone, and it might be like somebody that works in a shop or somebody that you see in the school run, and you think, oh, you always look so cool. You always have like, you always are happy. Like people just go, and you're just like such a nice, happy person to be around. And we don't tell them. We should just tell them. But if you're listening to this, right, just text them, and you can see, to make it less embarrassing, you can say, hi, I'm listening to Girls Overheard, and they're talking about how we should compliment people more.
Yep.
So I'm just going to let you know that I think you are whatever.
XYZ. Can you send us a wee screenshot as well? on WhatsApp?
Why don't we do it
Hit up
right
the
now?
hotline 07428
Why don't we pick someone?
Ailey,
Sorry.
I'm trying to send the fucking
Sorry,
phone number
just had an idea.
so they can do their homework. So I'm going to tell you things I like about you, but right now I'm going to say shut your hole. 07428 957 885 is the hotline. Please send it all in. Ailey, start with Lauren.
I was just going to say, no, I wasn't going to say we do it to each other. I was going to say we pick someone that we know and text them and just say,
Oh,
but it has to be somebody that's like not in your immediate group that would be expecting it.
okay.
I don't have anyone then.
Do you not?
Nah.
Nobody else in your phone book.
Nah.
I've got a few that I can
Basically,
think of.
Lauren says
Guys.
everyone she knows, she feels like they are immediate circle.
Got a new jacket. Just taking the wrapping off my jacket.
bad.
And I'm not being funny, but what was the need for that? What was the need?
Scratch your zip.
Is that a really expensive jacket? Because if you're listening in your ears and you're not watching, Ailey currently is removing a piece of tissue from the zipper.
It's a nice zip though.
From her new jacket.
It's wrapped up, yeah.
Do you know the thing is as well, I didn't even know this was a new jacket because I'm almost certain you have the exact same one.
No, I don't, but my sister has one that looks exactly the same.
And you look like your sister today.
I do.
So like your sister today.
I feel like I could get the exact same one, so I got one that was similar, and we just can't wear it on the
Do you
same
know
day.
what, by the way, can we just shed some light on this? I love the hairband.
Oh, thanks.
Headband.
Do you think I feel regulated? Or?
I think you look like you're definitely pressing into the acupuncture.
This was maybe on.
acupressure.
I think this was on confession sessions last
Yeah.
week. But I was just saying that if you like the feeling of wearing earmuffs, right, which I obviously do. Which, by the way,
The whole earmuff community are listening. Clearly, there's a lot of them.
can we talk about whichever one of you bitches put the caption on? In fact, it was you. You put it on the confession sessions, and you said Ailey talks about her obnoxious earmuffs. I was like, I didn't know they were obnoxious.
Did I?
You called them obnoxious, yeah.
Classic.
But I was basically saying that.
Did I say that? Guys, that must have been like 1 a.m. me raging that I was putting the podcast on. And Ailey talks about her obnoxious earmuffs and wants in fucking D&D.
So, what was I saying there? Right,
Oh,
so
I'm a right ratty cow at that time, eh?
maybe you need one of these.
And
because
as-
see, when I wear
there's the answer.
earmuffs, I feel like they really calm me down. And it turns out your ears have like loads of acupressure points.
Yep.
And then I realised that if you wear one of these, it pulls your ears in and it is so calming. I think it gives you like a wee endorphin of some kind.
Yeah. First time you ever wore a skip hat and you'd be like, I'm so embarrassed because I'm wearing a skip
I still get that
hat.
every single time I wear one.
Do you? No, I don't.
Yeah,
I really
'cause I
like
don't wear them
No,
that
I'm over
often.
it now. I've been wearing one all the time.
I seen you, Joe from You. That was who you were giving the
Don't
other day.
compare me to him.
Yeah, I know he's a bit of a psycho, but I think his outfit
He's
is great.
hot though. I quite like him.
Quite like
Really?
Joe.
Yeah.
Pen.
Why?
Pen.
Do you know
Yeah, I
that's
don't
way-
like his
it's that
name,
way
though.
where I'm like, he's a bit of a stalker, but I kind of want to be stalked.
By fucking Broke Boy.
Yeah, you would be a little bit
No.
I would get that full, what do you call that again? That
Stockholm.
I'd get Stockholm.
Yeah.
Stockholm
Stockholm?
syndrome.
I think I've got Stockholm written on my Don't I? Is that what it says on my top? It does. So you just said that and I went, something else said Stockholm.
Yeah. I would
Weird
get the full syndrome. I'd be like, oh my God,
Happily.
you picked me to stalk.
I know.
Buzzing.
I missed that. I see the first 2 series of that. I loved it.
I know, then I get really bored.
Yeah,
then
the
it
last
got-
series
yeah, it got
was
way too-
shit.
Very shit. Are you watching anything at the moment?
Blacklist.
Are you watching Blacklist?
It's vintage, but it's very good.
Mum and Dad have been watching Outlander and they say it's very good, by the way.
Can we talk about just very quickly on a topic that was on last week's episode, because we got quite a lot of replies to the topless thing.
Yes.
Right.
Topless sunbathing.
It's very much two camps. People are saying, I don't care, doesn't bother me, but probably cover up if you're around kids or whatever. And then the other ones are very much free the nip and stop sexualising boobs.
See, to be fair, I do feel like it would only ever have been 2 camps because there are only 2 options. They're in or
Yeah.
they're out.
No, there's a 3.
It's the hokey
There's
cokey.
a third option, which is we get them out all the time. And there's one, it's like, get them out but cover up if you get up to the pool.
And then there's ones that are like, I don't really care at all.
I don't really care
I
at all.
suppose there is a kind of like, yes,
There's
no,
lots
maybe.
of camps. Then there could be like, absolutely not. They should never be out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
true.
the thing that people are saying, which I want to reply to and I haven't yet, right, is see when people are saying don't sexualise boobs, they're not sexual, they are for feeding babies and we should not,
They're functional.
they're functional. But you still, if you feel like that, then you'd be happy with boobs being out in the street on
Yeah.
a summer day. And surely in the UK, if you feel like that, you're still going to be like, put them away if you're walking about Zara and somebody's got no top on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but boobs are out. It's just the nipple. It's instantly that. Because if you wear a low cut top and your boobs are out and pushed up,
Only
nobody
counts if you
thinks
feel a
anything
nipple.
of it.
Yeah. And also, if you did a Regina George and you cut the nip part out of your top and just had only the nipple showing, but
Yeah.
the rest of it all covered,
Yeah,
you'd be like, oh my God, there's 2 egg yolks.
yeah. I think people don't really feel that way. I think they say it on paper, but you think if somebody had their nipples out in Zara, I don't know why I'm picking Zara, but you'd definitely be like, that's weird, going to put them away in
I
front
do
of my
feel
kids.
like it could be a Zara campaign though. That's maybe why you feel like Zara
Maybe.
can be quite
Yeah.
alternative in that regard.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, have them like hanging out a silver bin or something like that,
Yeah.
holding a handbag.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
Or
oh,
maybe
it's
they would
very Zara,
actually
though.
have the handbags hanging off the erect nipples.
Yeah.
It does feel like something Sarah would do.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where your mind was going. But yeah, I kind of don't understand it because you made a very good point about bums.
Bum holes, specifically. If somebody had their bum hole out, that's also not a sexual organ. It's functional. It shouldn't be sexualised, but it could be used in a sexual way. If somebody was to get their bum hole out, male or female, at the pool, you're going to be like, that's indecent. Get that
Yeah.
away. Don't show my kid your bum hole.
Yep.
It's the same logic, and it's the exact same argument, but you can't, it just doesn't make sense. I don't think people really believe it. I think they say it because they think it falls along the like empowering women thing, but actually you don't want somebody walking about with their tits out in Scotland.
Yeah.
So the rule applies both ways.
I honestly agree. Do you not agree?
It is a contradiction, but that's just life.
It's just one of these things that I think it doesn't matter where you hit it on the wheel. Like there's always like two sides to it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're on the beach, it just generally doesn't bother me.
It is
seeing
different.
other
Why is it a
mishaps.
different rule on the beach? Everyone was saying that.
I
Like,
think it's to do with personal space for me.
Yes.
It's actually, my issue is not actually about the act itself, if you like. It's the personal space.
yeah,
As I said before, when you're sitting on holiday and you're in your sun lounger, that's your wee bit.
Yeah.
Nobody should be looking at you. We're not looking at other people. But when you then go into the main viewing point, which is the pool, that's our telly. If it was a living
we're all
room,
looking in the one
we're
place.
all looking in the one place. Like, maybe just put a top on.
Yeah.
That's why the wee bandeau ones are great. Just click it in at the back.
There you go.
No strap marks.
I'm
Easy to
just
whip
scared of
off.
getting my nipples burnt, to be honest. Do you have to rub this factor 50 into them?
Yeah.
That would feel a bit weird at the pool.
It really would.
Or the beach. Where do you look? It's like eating a banana. No eye contact.
I actually get that as well. Eating an ice cream. I
Yeah.
always get very self-conscious. I'm
People are
like,
checking out your technique.
I'm licking this
Yeah.
way too often.
I always remember a girl that used to, and everybody used to talk about, this is actually mean.
Tell.
There was a girl that I used to work with, and she always ate a banana, but she always ate it in the way that you would just not do it. Do you know what I mean?
What did she do?
Like, I feel like
Did
if
she
you're...
go
Yes!
and put the full thing
Ah.
in?
Why?
Is she gagging a bit?
Apparently,
When her eyes watering?
apparently there's a rule that if you're eating
Did she tie her hair up in a ponytail first?
I swear to God, right? It was actually like, it felt indecent. And she used to hold it, and then like it was her head that leaned forward.
Like, moving back forward a wee bit.
Yeah. And she would try and talk to you, and you'd just be like, I feel like you're having an intimate moment, and I will just catch up with you later. I think if you're
What the
eating it,
hell?
first of all, don't eat a banana in public, probably, right? But see, if you're eating a banana, I feel like I would break a bit off and eat it so that it's not that it's too much.
It is too much, but then also it's like the ice cream thing. When you're licking an ice cream, if you're a cone type of person, you're going, I don't want to go. Because then that looks like I pure don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. And it commits
I don't
it.
want, I would rather you thought, that's a bit weird the way she's eating that, than think she looks like a heavy shite ride.
Yeah. It's too much, really, isn't it? I would just avoid it.
It's like a wee
You think
preview.
too much into it.
Yeah.
You
tub.
really can't. And do you know what? Another one that gets me?
What?
A calippo.
Because you need to suck it and like squeeze it up.
But then that's when you start biting it, and then you look like a bit of an animal.
Oh,
No, I can't bite it.
That's
We
cold.
should not be
Aye.
biting a calippo.
Yeah, cold on the teeth.
Get the Sensodyne.
Calippo.
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 Interesting.
Definitely calippo.
You call it calipo?
No, I don't, but it could be misconstrued that way. Calypso?
No, that's something
Right.
different. Calypso drink.
No, stop it. I'm telling you now. There was a period of time. This is honestly my Mandela effect. You know what Mandela effects are?
Yeah.
When something is like used to be a certain way in your mind, and everyone's a shared experience of like something being called something else. For example, the cornucopia being on Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's cornucopia?
like there was a cornucopia at the top of the Fruit of the Loom basket, and then now the Fruit of the Loom logo doesn't have the cornucopia at the top,
Okay.
right? And everyone's like, no, I definitely remember it. And then there's people who go, oh my God, I found a t-shirt and it actually has the cornucopia on it, but then Fruit of the Loom have profusely denied it ever
Maybe it
being.
was the fake ones.
It could have been. It could have been. But
The
it's a
Playboy
shared
with the
experience.
ear down
It-
situation.
yeah, it could have been actually. It could have been. But my Mandela effect is that the Calippo ice lollies, when I was in Gran Canaria, when I was younger, were called Calypsos.
Maybe it was a fake one.
It could have been a fake one, but every time I say that, folk are like, no, Calypsos were the things that had the wee pops.
Calypsos were the squeezy cups, were they not? I think they still sell them in Home Bargains.
Yeah, they do sell them.
Oh, maybe you're right.
No, but it was definitely an ice
I think
lolly.
maybe
It
you
was
got the
called a
little
Calypso.
ones. Maybe there was the little ones on
Oh
holiday.
my God, is this when like your mum bought you that as his own crisps.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh,
My
I'm
mum
that
always
mum,
did
though.
that multi-pack.
I'm that mum too.
I don't
love
think
I love an own
kids don't
brand.
care anymore.
They
No,
don't
they
care
don't.
anymore, but I remember that used to be like a pure like, oh my God, bottom of the bucket, you don't get walkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow,
You've not
times
got
are
walkers.
tough at home.
Your kids are your trainers are Sika. Remember? Do you remember Sika?
Oh my God.
Or
yes.
Nix instead of Nike?
Wow. Wow,
What?
that's a real throwback.
And
I
then
don't
there's
remember that. Nix.
Nix instead of Nike.
Did you ever, be honest,
think
did
it
you
was
ever used to
Clark's.
judge people by their dinners that they had?
No.
So now, like, your pal was going for dinner and then maybe you would go, they'd say, just come in while I'm eating it, and you'd be sitting looking at it. Would you ever go like, oh my fucking God, can't believe you
Yeah.
guys eat like this?
Yeah, I remember one of my friends had white sauce on everything, like cheese sauce.
Nah.
And I used to just be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Where's all the chicken nuggets? What's going on here?
I remember I went to a friend's house before and she went in for dinner and she had quiche, and I will never forget the feeling that I had inside me going, I can't believe they feed you that shit. My mum would never, she knew better.
Yeah.
Well, you went home and had a fucking tin of haggis.
Right? Like a true Scots girl.
Oh, that quiche is a bit weird.
Breaded,
I love
breaded
quiche.
chicken.
Quiche is the most
yeah.
bland thing.
No, not a plate, not a
I'd
filled
be looking
one.
at it going like, imagine living your life having to eat fucking quiche, man.
No.
Stinking.
Makes you
It's
feel
like,
ill thinking about it.
Elite eggs and pastry.
It is an
It's too
elite
bland
combo.
though. It's like when
but
people combine eggs and cheese. It's too bland. Not into it
What do you
whatsoever.
have?
Just eggs without cheese.
That's blander than with cheese.
No, because then you put a wee bit of spice on them. Have you tried this yet? The scrambled egg spice.
Mm-hmm.
The spices from, I don't even know what brand it is, but it's got like a wee cartoon guy on it.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
I can't remember the name
You
of
get them in
it.
Sainsbury's.
Yeah. And the scrambled egg seasoning.
Oh my
Also
god,
very good.
unreal. Next level. A wee bit of sriracha.
I'm kind of over the sriracha, guys. I've went the other
Done.
way.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I do like though?
What?
You're going to think this is weird. I'm a big fan of mayo. Mayo is my sauce of choice.
Mhm.
Unbelievable. Full fat mayo when I'm having like a treat day.
Yep.
I'll go for the Heinz light mayo
Mhm.
whenever it's not, because it tastes the most like normal mayo.
Okay.
Right? It's not.
But
it's-
Hellman's on a good day.
No, never Hellman's. It's always the Heinz one, because the Heinz light mayo feels like the same consistency as regular real full fat mayo.
Right,
Okay.
okay.
Whereas I feel like the Hellman's one is very jelly like, and you're
Oh,
never
love that
you're
one.
never going to not feel like that now. But see, sometimes I make scrambled egg and I put a bit of mayo on them, and I know it feels like egg on egg, but
No, egg meal. It's a thing.
it's absolutely
Do you know what I saw? And I've saved it to make at the weekend, right? Or just when I get bananas. And people use, like, it's for breakfast and it's oats, yogurt, standard combo, right, with fruit. But then they get a banana, split the banana down the middle, and you can either do it in the frying pan with coconut oil or put it in the air fryer and then put peanut butter over the top of it.
Oh, stunning.
Wow.
It's basically a dessert.
Yeah.
That is my kind of breakfast.
That sounds gorgeous. I've actually been watching a lot of people on TikTok now who are like watching what they're eating, watching their food, but they're literally just eating all. It's not like whole foods in the sense that it's like, I'm having nuts for my breakfast.
No, no.
It's just literally like, I'm not counting anything. I'm not like, well, I'm kind of tracking what I'm having, but I'm not going to go, right, I'm only having this amount. It's literally like, I'm healing my gut, I'm healing my
Yep.
relationship with food. In fact, a really good person to follow is Jasmine Murphy. It's Jasmine Murphy, she's a hairdresser, and she has lost like 3 stone, and she's like, I literally just swap all my stuff out. I used to be a massive chocolate hand. I used to eat loads of crisps, I used to eat loads of rubbish. See, now she eats like big massive portions of
Yeah.
loads of really good stuff, but it's not just like all salad. It'll be like, I don't know,
Sweet
like
potato,
aye,
all
she's
that
like,
kind of
she's
stuff. Yeah.
amazing food.
Just
And
pure
she's like,
filling.
yeah, so she'll go like, I've made this fruit compote that I'm going to have with like half a tub of Greek yogurt. I'm like, that is like mass wise, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But she's like, it pure covers my cravings, and I don't actually eat like any other stuff in between because I'm so satisfied. It's amazing to watch.
Yeah.
It's also, see, once you get past the first few days of not having sugar all the
Yeah.
time, you don't crave it as much.
Yeah.
As soon as you get back
Yeah.
on the sugar, you're like, that's all I want. I've not had
true.
Diet Coke for 4 days, guys. This is my first one.
Well
Well
done,
done.
you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm weaning myself off it and just having water and peppermint tea.
Well, I had a full sugar Red Bull this morning because I was up till 4.
You got in the zone though.
By the way, see, when I get in that zone, there is no stopping me. I'm like a Tasmanian devil. I told you before, I like to have that. Like, there's also the feeling of not missing out because everyone else is sleeping thing
Yeah.
that I love about being a night owl.
Yeah, because it's like, this is extra time that you've got.
Yeah,
I
you've
just
just
made
created
extra-
your own little extra hours in the day.
Exactly. And see, the thing is, because I only got like 4 hours sleep, well, just less, I finished a full sleep cycle. So
Yeah.
I feel buzzing.
Do you remember you used to do that all the time?
Yeah.
I remember in the old studio when we used to go in, it was 3 a.m. and I used to be like, how the fuck do you do that?
Yeah, but I'm the same though. There's like certain points where if I'm not asleep by then,
Yeah,
I really should wait because I'm going to wake up in the morning shattered.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I woke up this morning shattered. Like,
When did you go to bed?
Shattered. I think we were in bed for like 10:30.
I went to bed at 9 last night because I fell asleep putting Oliver to bed and woke up at like 4 a.m. being like, the fuck happened?
Have you been reading, guys?
Yes.
I have finished 2 of my ACOTAR books.
Fab.
I am very into it.
Are you liking
Very
it?
into it.
So it kicked off
actually points
eventually?
there's what?
It kicked off eventually.
Oh, it kicks off.
Yeah.
The first one's not very, as we said earlier, it's not literature. In the first
I
one.
love that word.
Yeah. It's
Literature.
not smut. But the next one's a bit smuttier and
Oh.
we like it.
Is it still the horny fairies?
Horny Fairies.
Oh, this is the same one.
Yeah, it's this whole series there.
Right, okay.
And then once you're finished the 5 of them, you then go into the next lot, which is like Throne of Glass, and there's a whole other like series beyond that. But actually, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about the fairy realm. I'm always thinking like, what are they all up to? Like, you really get into it. I actually feel like in my head that is a wee part of the world. That's how into it I am.
That's
Really?
I love when you get that though, when you get so into something.
Do you want me to give you the first one because I'm finished it obviously, and then once you've done that, you can get the second one. Have to say it's a
just
bit.
all over
I
it.
was going to say it's a bit sticky, but I swear to God, it is only simply my sun cream. I swear,
Is
a bit- you'll know, but yeah, very much into it. People were asking for recommendations for books. Frida McFadden, I feel, is a really good place to start. The Housemaid series, and then there's a Boyfriend series.
I just didn't love it.
It's quite an easy read though.
It was an easy read, but it was very predictable.
Yeah, but that's why it's easy.
I still love all my like manifestation books, like positive vibes.
I listened to Good Vibes, Good Life on audiobook.
Oh,
Did you like
yeah.
it?
I did like it.
He's a wee soul though. He reminds me in my mind. He sounds like Dynamo.
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
we Dynamo.
Do you know
He's
who
like
I picture?
ex-King.
Do you know who I picture? The doctor of Married at First Sight.
Oh, really?
Paul. What's
He's
his name?
got his own podcast, by the way.
Yeah, I need to find it and I need to listen to it because
Pete
he,
Wicks did one with him.
yeah, see the way he talks.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just love it. And I feel pure motivated after listening to anything
Yeah.
from him because I want him to be my therapist.
So did you like the Vex?
I liked it. There was a few wee bits in it where I was like, oh, you keep contradicting yourself. Did you think that? Because there's,
See, this is the thing though, I think with audiobooks is with somebody reading it to you, you're being read it how they perceive it
Yeah.
almost. Do you know what I mean? Whereas sometimes I think when you read it, you maybe have to read it a couple of times for it to actually sink into your own brain.
I think it's his wife that's reading it.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah, it's not him.
No,
So
Bex
he's
King, the
got-
one I've got. He reads it.
Oh, it's a girl that was reading the one.
No,
On
it's
Spotify?
it's him that reads the one that I've got. That's on Audible.
Is it
Oh,
the happiness
right.
one or the love
Audible.
one?
No, it's just Good Vibes, Good Life.
But see the bit that I was like, oh, I don't really get this. So he was saying like, always make sure you've got good friends around you. Like, know who, like, don't overuse the word friend.
Yeah.
Like, a friend should be somebody that you're with, like, a lot, but you also can rely on them. Like, if anything happens, you know, that you could ask them to come and help you and
Yeah.
blah, 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 right? And it's not just someone that you maybe meet to go to the gym or whatever,
Mhm.
right? And then he was saying later on, like, how one of his friends, I feel bad saying this, that one of his
That's it.
friends overdosed, right? Was really struggling with life and overdosed. And then he hung about with him, but then felt like they were bringing his vibes down because they were really depressed. So he had to distance himself so that it didn't affect him too much. And I was like, but if you're a good friend and your pal's struggling, can you really
It's
go,
just-
you're bringing my
that's-
vibe down?
It's just a very selfish
Yeah,
situation.
when you're saying that you
But-
want good friends, but then you're not being a good friend because
Did
you left
he
him.
did he not also say in that though that they had tried to help him like numerous times?
I don't know. I'm not
Because
fully
at the
with
same time, there's only so much you can give a friend before
Yeah.
you start damaging yourself.
No, that is true. But I just felt like, oh, I don't know if that's
I
being
really
a
liked
good
it.
friend.
I
And I
thought it was-
suppose it is that thing of like, if everyone does that if everyone like abides by those exact rules of like, you only stay around people that raise your vibration and all that kind of stuff. If everyone does that, then
You've got no one.
then it would all be fine. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone would be.
Yeah, apart from somebody that has a hard time and then their pals wouldn't be around them. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're going to bring my mood. That's like the over therapy chat where someone's like, sorry, you're affecting my peace today.
I genuinely believe in that, right? That if we are just bubbles of energy running about the place, right? the people you're around can totally, especially me, I really get that. See, if someone I'm around is in a bad mood, it immediately impacts me.
Yeah.
Like I can physically, no word of a lie, I can feel it in the veins of my arms.
Are
I
you like
feel
that
it
with the
physically.
guys?
Completely right. See,
Yeah,
see
same.
if Fraser's not in a good mood, if it's specifically if it's winter time and it's dark, see when it's not sunny, he can be quite not calm, that's the wrong word. He's just not as like giddy. Whereas
Upbeat.
see as soon as that sun shines and he's been out in the car and the music's on, he is literally so high.
Yeah.
He's pure buzzing off life, right? But see when like that, we need a holiday in January just to get the kind of like the good,
The blues away.
yeah, the blues away,
Yeah.
right? I can feel it. Like I actually feel it everywhere. Or if the kids are not feeling themselves, I feel like I'm literally like, what's the word? Not masking, but I'm like replicating whatever mirroring
Yeah.
everything they're
Yeah.
doing, right? So for that exact reason, I don't know if you would say it's empathic, right? But that's what I think I'm like. See, when we were on holiday, I was getting fed up going out for dinner, right? For this exact reason, right? The amount of people around us who weren't having a good time.
And they were just out for the sake of
And
it.
they were out for the sake of it and they were sitting on their phones and they weren't having conversation and they looked fucking bored. A couple of times I seen like couples arguing and I was like, I don't want to be around this.
Yeah.
You just look pissed off with each other.
Yeah.
And every time I look, it's making me feel like I'm not enjoying myself.
They were sucking your energy.
I swear to God, I
Yeah.
actually felt like my energy was getting drained from me. And do you know what? For me, I actually much prefer just doing our own thing, not having to go out for dinner, making stuff like in the apartment or in the villa, wherever we're staying, and just being in our own wee bubble.
Yeah.
That for me is like the perfect way to be on holiday.
Do you know what? I booked a wee holiday last week.
I
It's
love
only,
that
it's
for
only a
you.
wee 5-day trip, right? But funny you're saying that because we're going with Andy's mum and dad, and that's what they do in their holiday, which is always so different to how we've always done it because we would always go out for dinner and like try not to have to cook anything in the house. But they literally just go there and live there, and they
love that.
like just
Yep.
go shopping, do a normal food shop, make stuff, and then you just sit
You're
out.
not disappointed by your own food. This
Yeah.
is the thing. I just think sometimes when you go out for dinner on holiday, if you don't know the places, it can be hit and miss.
Yep.
And then you go, I've just paid money for that to have sickness and diarrhea for 2 days.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, actually, when you make stuff yourself, you've not got that kind of like high expectation type thing, and then you're not walking away feeling disappointed either.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Plus, Andy's mum and dad are both good at cooking, and
They're
so is
very
Andy.
good,
So I just
yeah.
get to live like a king.
I mean? Oh, look at you. Steak
What are they
night
having?
for you every night, Ailey. You're loving it.
I'm buzzing for it. I don't know how warm it's
Steak
going to be.
tonight, actually.
Oh, we've been having
Considering,
steak
by
all
the
the
way-
time. By the way, try the cowboy butter. Best thing ever.
Lauren, I actually think we've cracked the code with you, right? See, before when you used to like say, I hate steak, I don't like it, it's pure chew, whatever, right? It's because you're getting it well done because you
Yes.
think you don't want to see the blood. You need to just always get it medium because it's pure tender and just
Medium
don't
to
look.
well.
Don't look when you eat it. And
That's
I
what I
swear
get.
to God.
Yeah, medium to well
Medium.
if they know how to do it. And that, like, say if you go to a steak restaurant, you can say medium to well and it'll be perfect. Sometimes they get it wrong if it's just a normal restaurant.
Yeah.
Because they go, oh, we don't want blood, we'll just make it, they still make it well done, or they make it too bloody.
The only thing that needs, I don't like it when it sits on the plate and then the blood comes out.
No, me neither.
You just need to shove loads of sauce over it.
I tried that and then the sauce split from the blood.
Yeah,
and
or
it
you
was
get like a
all
peppercorn
very-
sauce and it's
But
bloody.
the blood
and
is
you're
the
like,
best part.
What?
no.
I said what I said.
I mean,
think
I
it's
made it
delicious.
for me and Chris. We've been having this like sticky. I actually bought chopsticks.
You're
Oh,
so
hey there,
cultured.
girl.
And a new bowl for my dinners because everybody on TikTok was putting them in nice bowls.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need that. I got the chopsticks as a way to help me eat slower as well. Works a charm, by the way.
Why did I just imagine
Basically,
you
'cause
if
you
you're
can't use them.
struggling to pick anything up?
And my hand goes in a cramp like halfway through, so I need to put them down and be like, oh, pure what, eat that. But I
Did you watch
can't.
a tutorial to learn how to do it?
No, Chris taught me.
How did you know?
Because we
He
learned
just
it when we
knew.
were younger.
Did
Mum and
you?
Dad, when we were in a
He just
restaurant,
knew.
basically we had like a full like tutorial.
It's quite once you get it, but then I do start eating, and then at one point like they'll just split off.
Were you eating rice?
Yes.
Yeah. Sticky rice.
No, just rice, just boiled rice.
How were you getting the rice to stick to the...
I would take
chopsticks?
like a chunk of chicken or a chunk of beef, and then like scoop,
Yeah.
or just like do a wee scoop.
You need to really lean over when you do that.
Yeah, but that's the good
Seemingly
thing
there's
about
a
both,
new Chinese supermarket up on Sucky Hall Street.
right?
And it was actually the Olive Tree family that I seen they were talking about it. They're so nice, by the way, on TikTok. Go and watch them. They do food reviews, restaurant reviews, all that kind of stuff, and which is the same thing. But they now went and reviewed this new place that's opened on Sucky Hall Street, which I'm sure is near Primark.
Okay.
And you know, you've seen the people going and getting like the drinks. Have you seen this?
The
They'll get the empty
teas.
cup and they'll get the cup of ice
Yes.
If they're in, I don't know, wherever they go on holiday,
Uh-huh.
and then they'll buy like a pouch and they put the pouch in the cup and then it's like a drink.
Oh, I haven't
Right.
seen that.
They've got them up there.
Oh, wait, the ones that, yeah, I have seen that. I
Yeah.
have,
So apparently they're apparently really good.
is that a thing they have in like Japan or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
People do it in Thailand as well. I've seen where they go into like a local shop and it'll be like pick up a big cup of ice and then
Yeah.
they buy the sachet of juice. It looks really cool.
I'm sure
we should
there's
go and do that.
a-
We should go and have a wee look.
Yeah, I'm sure there's one down
Or we
near
should go
like
to
City
Japan.
Chambers kind of idea.
Do you want to get on Skyscanner then?
Do you want to go to Japan? Where is your bucket list holiday destination? Because mine is actually Japan.
Yeah, so is mine.
So is mine. Will we all go at the same time?
But I want to take the kids.
Yeah, I want to take the kids as well.
Oh, I want to go, Chris.
No, I want to go to
Can't go that
Japan
far,
with
though,
the
it's so
kids.
far.
I want to go and see all the stuff. I want to go and do like the Nintendo World and all that kind of stuff. I want
Yeah.
to do the full
I
thing.
would just love to go because it's so different.
So interesting.
Like all the places that we go for like summer holidays or wee sunshine breaks are always the same. It's always
Yeah.
like beachy, whatever.
Like when you get to your deathbed, would you literally sit there and go, why did I not go and see more interesting places?
Yeah.
Yes, you would.
I don't think you'll give a shit on your deathbed. Let's be fair. You're just
Oh,
going to
I
want your
would.
kids there. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're fucking dying.
You just think I've never even been there in my whole life. I definitely want to go to Japan.
Well, you're not going to go there then.
I want to
'cause-
go to I want to go to Thailand, but I'm scared of the Bali belly. That genuinely freaks me out so much.
But you'll feel really skinny.
Yeah.
And you just need to get an IV.
I just don't know if I could get through it though.
You would
You
be able to be
would.
fine.
You
Your
would.
kids are a bit older as well now. That's the other thing. Like you might all get belly.
Would you
But in
go
fact,
all
you
these
know-
places with the kids?
Yes.
Would you want to take the kids to all these
all,
places?
all of it really guilt trips me for us going to Spain.
Yeah.
It's like, Mum, we've been there so many times.
Can you imagine coming back and showing them all their pictures and they'd be looking going, I wish I was there.
Yeah, how cool for
There's
them
a
to go
lot of
back
places that I would like to go without the kids. Like, I just don't think that they would appreciate it. And I don't mean that as in like they're spoiled brats or anything. I just don't think that like for the money that you need to pay to go to these places, I wouldn't see it being justified taking them.
Yeah, that's because you've got ones that are still dead with you now. Like Jack would love to go to all the places you're talking about.
in.
Yeah, I would maybe take him to some. Like, he
We've
would love to
literally
go to
said this.
Japan. He
We've
would love
literally
to go.
said that they're at the age now where they would really do well on a city break.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would love it. They wouldn't mind walking.
Yeah, but do you know what? I'll say it for all of us here that are going to be thingy is I don't want to spend all the time with kids.
Oh, it's good. I think it is good to have like a wee break
Yeah.
with just you two. I do think
Yeah.
that's good. But I think the bigger ones, I'd be like, oh, I would want to take them with me.
I'd like to do Hawaii with the kids. That was always our plan for getting married, was Hawaii on the beach.
Yeah.
So I would like to do that, which is funny because it was Hawaii Five-0 that made us want to go, which is ironically a programme about all the crime in Hawaii.
Yeah.
But I would like to go there with the kids. I think that'd be
Do
amazing.
you know what else?
I wouldn't go and do Vegas with the kids, but I do want to do Vegas at some point.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
because it's a bucket list type thing. Like I've been and done
That's
Vegas.
definitely not a kid's
No,
kind of hot.
I
And the
would- so
heat
that-
there's meant to
So
be
that's like
unreal.
something that I go, no. I've actually booked to go to Turkey,
Oh, yeah. Is that
Actually.
June?
June.
That'll be nice.
And the reason why I booked it is because first of all, never been. Secondly, what an absolute deal I got
Mhm.
on Jet2 holidays. They had £400 off
Mm-hmm.
your holiday.
Yep.
And also a free child place, and also whenever you booked it, it was transfers from the hotel to the airport and back again, all inclusive, a week, beautiful hotel,
Mhm.
and also the other thing was the baggage as well, the luggage allowance. It was like 26 kilograms
That's
per
so good.
person.
Oh, I love that. That's what we got for. Remember, we got that for Portugal. We were like, we're only going for 3 days, but
Yeah.
we can take a huge case.
The only thing
Still
I'll say,
overpacked.
the
Still
only thing I'll
overpacked,
say
yeah.
is the flight times aren't great because the flight to Turkey is like 6 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
5.5 hours, 6 hours, I think. So by the time we get there, I think we're not going to even really have our first day properly.
We not go for like dinner or something like that, or get a wee drink
No,
at the
I
bar.
think we won't get in because when we get to the airport, by the time we get our stuff, it's then an hour and 20 minutes coach transfer.
What, the time difference, so there'll be a time difference.
No, so I don't think we get until like 10:30. We're
Still,
kinda
I mean,
missing.
I
I
would
like
drink at
that
the bar.
better because then you just get in, go to bed, wake up, and you've got a full day.
I
Yeah.
quite like that
I
as
think
well.
that's
They
a
have
good
the
setup.
travel day. Plus, you know what I'm like? I love a 5-day holiday.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's
Fucking
perfect.
love.
Where are we going
5
this year?
days,
We need to
2
go
weeks.
somewhere. We need to book a trip, I think, somewhere that is different to where we've ever been before.
I think that we honestly could do a wee New York trip.
I still have never been in Amsterdam. And
You want to do Amsterdam?
I would quite like
Or
to go to
Paris?
Amsterdam.
Want to do
Paris?
Paris?
I feel if
Oui,
I
oui,
go back to
bonjour.
Paris, I will definitely start smoking again.
Oh, it'd be very hard not to. They all
It's
smoke.
just so chic.
Oh,
It's so
Lauren-
chic there.
Lauren's promoting
smoking.
smoking. This is
I'm not.
this is your new age version of stinks
What you say, boy?
Either
No, but
that.
I just have images of sitting at a little cafe with my berry on, right?
Yeah.
My little
Going like this.
sunglasses. Ugh.
Oh,
Time to smoke.
le baguette, le bonjour.
Literally doing that. Having a coffee, eating either a croissant or or a baguette. And I just feel like I would start smoking again because everybody would, and I would also like to have on a long, like, black coat or something.
But
like
maybe
that.
you just make it the
Slick back.
maybe the rule is that foreign Lauren's allowed to smoke.
The foreign Lauren.
Foreign Lauren.
Foreign Lauren was French in that.
Oui, oui.
Yeah.
We wish she was.
And then you leave that. What happens in France stays in France. So you leave it there.
See, if we did France, would you do a flight or would you go into the Eurotunnel for a wee
Never
laugh?
in my
what
million.
is the Eurotunnel? Is that a bus?
What?
What's the Eurotunnel?
You're actually
Eurotunnel is the tunnel that goes under the channel.
Oh, aye.
No.
Lauren,
A boat then?
the Eurotunnel, and it's a bus.
She's like, a boat then.
What is it?
What?
It's
boat?
it's a submarine. It's like a little small submarine that people go in that like swim.
Not a
the fuck up.
submarine.
I gave you the look, like, go along with it. She's
Alright.
fucking going to buy this.
So what is it then?
It's a tunnel, like the Clyde Tunnel, but it goes under the channel something. What is
Yeah,
it?
but what mode of
The
transport?
channel.
A train?
It's a train, but there's also
So you're underground the full time?
yes,
Yes.
underwater. So see if there's
Absolutely
anything.
not.
See if there's a fire under there, or no, it terrifies me. I don't go in the Clyde Tunnel. I get fucking terrified.
I know.
Really?
So let's face it.
Never.
So when you go in the Clyde Tunnel, you're meant to hold your breath because it's good luck. You'd be dead by the time you got to Paris.
I know.
Just fucking blue. What were you doing? Hold my breath.
Oh my god. No, thank you.
No, let's go on a plane.
So you want to fly?
I would fly it or
That's the only options. Oh, but there's a boat.
you can
We
ferry
could get a
it.
boat. We could get a wee ferry. That'd be quite cute.
I drove from, not me personally, but when I went with the school, we drove on a bus.
That's disgusting.
It was a long way.
Stuffy. It would be so
Oh,
stuffy.
I actually can feel the boredom of that. I can literally imagine exactly what you felt like.
It'd be the excitement for like the first hour, and then it'd be pure boredom.
That was exactly it.
So boring.
The highlight was stopping off and getting a Burger King.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's tragic, by the way. What a waste of your life.
It was great though. Disneyland Paris.
Was there any nice boys in your class?
No.
What age were you?
I went with it was me and all the girls. We had the best
Oh,
time.
because I was going to say, at least you could have had like the pure like banter with the guys.
No.
We went to Alton Towers, and you just got to go to Paris.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
get
it's very
3 hour
unfair.
trip down to Alton Towers, and the worst thing was,
We never got any further than Loudon Castle.
oh man,
Loudon Castle was brilliant. Mind the log flume.
Yeah.
Loudon Castle was good. We did that as well, but Alton Towers was the one everyone got drunk before it, so you had to get picked up at like 3 a.m. at the school. So everyone was steaming.
Yeah.
Then everyone was
How did you
hungover.
manage to get steaming?
Just stayed. I think we all stayed at mine before.
What, and you all got pissed at yours and then just pretended you'd
I
been
think
So
asleep?
all those parents were like, listen, Liz, we're happy for you to have them all stay over and we trust that you'll get them up in time to get them along to the school.
Yeah, I think so. I remember one of my pals was making ham sandwiches, and my mum was cracking up because it was all the stuff for lunches that she'd bought. She's like, one of my pals had made about 10 ham sandwiches.
I mean, there's
In case you get the
nothing
munchies.
worse than the thought of sitting on a bus though, steaming drunk,
I know.
travelling all the way down to Alton Towers.
By the way, we've had quite a lot of new listeners, and sometimes I think back on like some of the earlier day content that we did, like some stories we've told that we're like, oh, told that ages ago, everyone knows that, when actually the audience has grown so much that people won't know some of our earlier stories. Ailey,
Yeah.
what was it like the first time you ever tried wacky backy?
Well, the first time, so I remember my friend phoned me, right? And she was like, we have the chance tomorrow, if you want, to go and do drugs for the first time. Right?
Drugs.
Let's go and do drugs. I think we would have been like 13, 14 maybe 14. And she was like, one of our friends has got hash and we can go down to her house tomorrow because she's got an empty and we can smoke joints. And I was like,
Count me in.
I'm in. Absolutely buzzing about it. I remember going to bed that night just being like, oh my God, I'm doing drugs tomorrow. Can't wait for that. I can't wait. Night, Mum, if you were like running off to bed. And then we got the bus down to her house the next day, so our mum had been at work, and I just remember it was like us. It wasn't my usual group of friends, right? We went for it was these other girls and then 2 guys, and they were all trying to like make joints, right? So obviously nobody's ever done it before, but they had like the skins. Is that what we're calling them? Skins?
Papers.
Papers?
Yeah.
And they were putting like tobacco in it and then trying to burn the hash.
Turn the cube.
This is a
Trying to burn this like little black like resin stuff, right, into the joint, right? But they kept going, it's not burning. Eventually we got it in the joint, right? And we all tried it. And we were like, wow, I didn't feel any different, but okay, this is amazing, right? And then we got,
Can you please tell about the pre-planning of this though?
well, this is after. So then we got wind that our mum was coming home early, right? And we were like, shit, drug paraphernalia is
We're going to get
everywhere.
caught.
So we grabbed all our stuff, and the girl whose house it was like, I'm going to take all these Easter eggs in case we get the munchies. So we left with like a big bag of Easter eggs, and we went a walk. And we were all like, oh my God, we've been smoking hash. And I think there was probably a bit of like, oh my God, I'm so stoned.
Yeah.
Chat, right?
Same after you've had like one sip of cider and you're like, oh my God, I'm so drunk.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then a few days later, I felt like a changed person, right? You know that way when you're like, I've ticked that off my list. Like if anybody ever asked me if I've done hard drugs, I'm going to be like, yeah, if you not. Easy. And then a few days later, I'm in reception in school, right? Reception, that's what it's called? Not
Reggie.
reception, Reggie, right?
Registration.
A registration.
All
Is that
right.
right?
Reception.
Posh girl.
So I was in school like a few days later, and all the girls were talking. This is another group of friends, right? And this one girl was like laughing because her big sister at the weekend had sold someone an OXO cube for $5 and told them it was hash. And it was the boys that were there. And I was just sitting there like, I smoked that OXO cube.
That was so stoned.
That's why it was beefy. And I never
That's
came
my
clean.
favourite.
Me and the other girl that I'd went to smoke the joint with, we were just looking at each other like, oh my God.
That's us.
That was us, yeah. That was the first time I ever tried drugs.
So yeah, she needs to go to Amsterdam.
The
I always
best
went-
part is, I'm going to take these because we're going to definitely get the munchies.
We're going to get the munchies.
Should
We
have
probably
taken a
stuffed our
full,
faces.
should have taken a full roast dinner.
I know.
Since you already get the gravy
Yeah.
started.
I really hope she knows about that now that I think about it. I'm like, I really hope you know.
You should message her.
I know, but it's the girl's big sister. I'll try and find the girl and be like, by the way, do you know that it was us? We were smoking that
That
OXO
is
cube.
so funny, man.
I
That
put
is
mum
Easy
down.
way to make a $5 though.
True, this is it.
Great.
I remember I used to sell cigarettes for 50p at school, and then if you wanted to go halfers with somebody and do twos. Why did they call it twos?
Because two people smoke
Two
it.
people smoking one.
That doesn't make sense. So you just
Two
go, I
people
would go
went
do
back.
halves.
Yeah.
Do you want a
You
twos?
would just say, we would go do halves with this.
Oh, yeah.
Are we doing twos with this?
Do you remember how quick you
Fractions
actually
are all
used to
wrong
smoke
there.
a fag?
I know, go back to class, guys.
In school, like how quick you would smoke a fag so you didn't get caught.
Oh, the spinny. And you'd be 25p for half a fag.
I never did that.
We used to have a van that would come into the school grounds and
Sell
sell
them?
singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, how is the school okay with
We
that?
used to get, there was a shop down the main street from us, and we used to, well, not I say we, I was too much of a shite bag to go in, but they used to sell singles. And then they stopped selling singles at all. Remember that just then stopped completely.
I remember I really wanted to be a smoker. I really wanted to have the bad girl image, right? And I just couldn't smoke. Couldn't do it. I would end up pure coughing. I hated the taste of it, hated the smell. Couldn't do it. Tried the joints, that didn't work out either.
Oh,
Oh man, that is honestly, that's one of my best stories though. I love
yeah,
that. Brilliant.
that is so good.
Anyway, we're going to finish up here and we're going to jump over to confessions, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Because we've got the hotline bling, which is 07428957885. If you want to send in any messages to us, then we can read them out over there next week. But for now, go and click below and subscribe to Confession Sessions so you can unlock the next episode and every other episode we've done on there as well. Yeah.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye.